Learn English easily. Between city lights and village nights. Tina loved her village life. She lived in a small and pretty place named GreenGlade. Every morning, she heard birds singing. She saw leaves moving with the wind and smelled nice flowers. In her village, they ate fresh food. They got fruits and vegetables straight from the gardens. This made their food taste very good and fresh. The air in GreenGlade was clean. When Tina took a deep breath, she felt very good and fresh. She had heard that big cities didn't have this clean air. Tina felt very close to her village. She loved the land, rivers, and sky there. She felt this deep inside, and it was hard for her to explain it with words. But she knew it was a special feeling. Tina had to move to the city because she wanted to study more. But when she got there, for the very first time in her life, she felt very confused, seeing the tall buildings everywhere. The noise of cars, honking all the time, the streets full of people, and the busy, noisy environment were all new to her. She was used to the quiet and simple life of her village. Tina felt sad and missed her village a lot. Every day, she found it hard to get used to the city life. It was so different from the calm and peaceful life she had in her village before. Tina wasn't the only one with opinions about the city. Her roommate, Emily, had a different view. Emily had always lived in the city and really loved it. For her, the city was like a big box, full of surprises. She looked at the tall buildings and thought they showed how people in the city dreamed big. The streets, always filled with people and cars, made her feel the city's excitement and energy. And at night, the city came alive, with lights and music, giving her a sense of freedom to enjoy life. Emily believed that every place in the city had a special tale to tell. She felt that there was always something new and interesting waiting to be discovered, no matter where she went. One of the things she loved the most about the city was that she could find everything she needed. Whether she wanted to grab a bite in the middle of the night or watch the latest movie, the city had it all. Compared to this, Emily thought the village life was too simple and repeated every day. In her mind, it lacked the fun and variety the city offered. She just found village life too plain and, to be honest, not exciting at all. Emily noticed that Tina was having a hard time getting used to the city. She would often ask Tina, in surprise, "Why don't you like this city?" Look around. There are so many fun things to do and amazing places to explore. But Tina would always shake her head and say, "It's just different, Em. My village, GreenGlade, has a special feel that's hard to explain." To show Emily what she meant, Tina invited her to visit GreenGlade during the summer holidays. Emily, always curious and eager to learn new things, said yes. She wanted to see for herself this special charm that Tina kept talking about. When they arrived at GreenGlade, Emily was amazed. She saw wide, open spaces covered in bright green grass. She heard birds singing and the gentle sound of wind rustling through the trees. And the people, they were so friendly and welcoming. Everywhere she went, villagers greeted her with big smiles. It made her feel like she was part of a big family. For the first time, Emily understood what Tina meant. The village was peaceful, calm, and had a unique beauty that the city couldn't offer. It was a completely different experience for Emily, and she was glad she came. While staying in the village, Emily got to try many new and fresh foods. She ate dishes made from fresh vegetables and fruits that were grown right there in the village. Everything tasted so natural and pure. At night, she looked up and saw a sky full of bright stars. There were no bright city lights to hide them, and it was beautiful. The air in the village was so clean and fresh, very different from the city. Every morning, Emily woke up to the sounds of birds singing and leaves rustling. She loved the feeling of the cool, damp soil under her feet when she walked around without shoes. She started to enjoy the simple things in the village that made every day special. On the last day of the trip, Emily and Tina sat by a peaceful river. Emily said, "Tina, I used to think that life in a village was boring. But after spending time here, I see how lovely it is. The peace and quiet here is something the city doesn't have." Still, both the city and the village have good things about them. The city has many things to do and is very convenient. But the village helps us feel close to nature and remember where we come from. I think it's good for people to see and live in both places. That way, they can understand and appreciate both lifestyles. Tina looked at Emily with a happy smile. She saw that their trip to the village had helped Emily see things in a new way. Just like how Tina learned many new things when she moved to the city. Both friends gave each other a big hug. They knew that trying new things and seeing new places were good for people. It helps us learn and grow. They also understood that living in the city and living in the village both have good and not so good parts. Every place has things people like and things they don't. And that's okay.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more.